Oh, it's quite warm here, actually.
Yeah.
Where that's right.
Oh, okay.
If it gets a bit too hot.
Literally.
Just in case.
Well, I'm at work,
It's
it's
not
a
tropical, is it?
No.
No.
I've got chilly actually.
Straighten up a bit.
Oh,
Okay. How's everybody feeling? Right, good. Maybe I shouldn't ask that. Oh.
Thanks. No idea, to be honest.
Wait till they get. I'm up to.
Yeah.
Probably look around and. Oh, we got.
Yes. That's so sweet. Because our broadband is broken for a minute.
Oh, well. Good start then.
Yeah. What a bit.
This kind of weather. Yeah, it's.
Lovely. Right, okay. Right, okay. Should we start? Let's start. See where we are. Fingers behind so you can help the chest up. Right, we'll just sort of do cat-cowy shape in this. So we're going to bring the chin to the chest and round the spine. Let the elbows bend so you can reach back a little bit. Now start to push forward with the fingers. Straighten the arms a little bit. You don't have to lock the arms out. Straighten the legs up and lift the chest. So it's like a tiny little arch. Right, so you're lifting up towards the ceiling with the head, pushing forward with the pelvis a little bit, strengthen the legs, push your legs down. Right, pull those toes back. Exhale, chin in. Leaning back ever so slightly round the back. Inhale, push into the fingers, lifting the chest. Exhale. Inhale. And left. Inhale, lifting again. Hopefully start to feel like you've warmed up a bit. And round. Inhale, lift. And round. Inhale. Just reaching forward. So use your fingers to help push you forwards. Right, so it's nice strong legs. Squeeze the thighs, make them work. I want you to lift the chest up. So you're trying to straighten the back rather than rounding down. Lift up. Inhale. Push into those fingertips and then maybe walking forwards a little bit. Push your chest forwards over the legs. That's it. That's it. So you don't have to be looking up to the ceiling, but kind of look forwards. Lovely. And then release. A little wiggle of those legs. So keep your fingers behind. We're going to slightly separate the feet. So you've got mat width. Point the toes now. Right, and we're going to roll the leg in. I should have said start with the back leg, just so we'll say it. Sorry. All right, roll in and out. So kind of do it. Don't wiggle waggle. Think nice straight leg. And you're moving right from the top of the leg in. That's it. Good stuff. So you do a few. So I'm not going to count it. Just keep rolling your leg. That's it. Yeah, nice. Okay. 2 more. 3, 4. Right, okay, so then have a little shuffle. Get hold of that thigh. I'm going to roll it. So I'm going to lift my bum off the floor, roll the leg, and put your bum back down. All right, keep it nice and strong. Just hold. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze. So I'm feeling it here. I feel it right on the inside. And I'm squeezing my butt bit. All right, that's it. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Now I can relax. Give it a wiggle. Do the other leg. So have a little wiggle again, get comfy. Point the toes. We're going to just start to roll that leg. So you might have one leg that rolls easier than the other. Just going to go with it. All right. Right. All right, we're starting to ease up a little bit. Is it rolling a bit easier? So I said 1, 2 last time, did 4. Right, so, okay, I'm going to lift my bum off the floor a little bit. I'm going to get hold of this leg, roll it in, nice super straight leg. I'm squeezing. I'm going to sit down again and hold it there. All right. Try and lift your chest a little bit. Hold that, hold that, hold that leg. And release. Right, let's tuck those feet. Hands on the knees. And we'll do cat-cow shape again. So use your fingers to help you draw your chest forward. All right, so we're going to round the back, lean back, inhale. So with your fingers, try and use them to pull the shoulders back. So pull that chest forwards. Think more about shoulder blades. So I'm pulling them together and down. Right. Exhale, round. Try and keep the shoulder blade down, but let them come like roll around the outside of your rib cage. All right. Inhale, pull them together and down. Exhale, round. Inhale, use those fingertips. That's it, nice and round. 2 more. Inhale, we're lifting the chest a little bit more now. Pulling those shoulder blades down. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, round. Just pull forwards again. That's it, lovely. Really, let's roll the shoulders a bit to really get them down the back. All right. Keep your elbows in nice and tight, and then lean forwards as much as you can without your bum lifting off the floor. And then we'll just bring those fingertips forward. So you don't have to straighten your arms. I'd rather you are thinking about what's happening with your shoulder blades. So push into the fingers to lift the chest and pull. So I'm kind of pushing my elbows in to help that shoulder. That's it. All right. Keep looking forwards. Keep looking forwards. Extend. Inhale. Exhale. Pull everything into the midline. Maybe coming a bit lower. Maybe walking those fingers further forward. Stay on the fingertips. Keep lifting that chest. Pressing back with the fingertips. Keep pulling the shoulders down the back. So you're getting a little bit of a side stretch going on. Bending the elbow. That's it. Twist. Right hand on that left knee. Left fingers behind. So lift up first. Pull this right shoulder blade down. So pull the abdomen in. Turn over that left side. Keep pulling the abdomen in. Think side waist, squeeze, and use your fingers on that knee to help you get the rotation. Inhale, facing forwards. Little wiggle in the middle, and then go the other way. So little shoulder roll, right? Left hand on that right knee. Right fingers behind. Lift that chest up. Pull this left shoulder blade down. Rotate over that right side. Squeeze the side waist. I'm especially squeezing my left thigh a little bit more, pushing it into the floor, and I'm digging my fingers into that right knee to help twist. Facing forwards. Nice. Right, hands on those knees again. Round, chin to chest. Inhale, drag that chest forward, back into our low position here, as low as you can manage. Try and look, you don't have to be like straining your neck, but just look forwards so it keeps that chest lifted and the back straight. Right? You're going to push to that right side. Just hold it there. Feel it in this left side here and on the back side. And then low as you can through the middle, over to that left side. The arm might not be straight. Don't worry about that. Right? Think side body. over to the right. So we're lengthening that left arm. Maybe that left arm straightens a bit more now. You might be a little bit lower. So first off, I can look just in front of my knee, floor. I'm going to try and lengthen this left arm, lengthen that left side of the body. So bring your attention to the left hip and up this side, and then see if you can just straighten the back. So I'm looking forwards on the mat a little bit more. So I'm looking at that across there where the mat's feet. Right, back to the floor, over. So just look in front of the knee first on the floor. Lengthen that right arm if you can. Kind of lift that right shoulder. Get that right side body stretching. Now extend the spine. So I'm looking over a bit further up the mat. Along. Good. That's through the middle. And lifting up. That was a very long-winded way of saying stretch side body. Bring that left fingertips out to the side. So this elbow doesn't need to come down first. Think about, again, this side of the body, all right? So we're going to try and reach that right arm up. And reach it up, 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 straighten the arm. Push with this hand so the hips are moving to the right. And just get the side stretching first. All right? And then coming up, go to the side. So reach up, up, up with this left arm. Push the hips slightly to the left. So you're just increasing the stretch that side. Really nice. See if you can straighten that arm at the top. And coming up. We might be able to bend this elbow a little bit more. So if you want to, as in, come down a bit lower to the floor. So I'm going to creep a little bit further away. I'm going to bend. I don't have to come into it straight away to see how you feel. Arm up and over. Sit, push. Now, maybe elbow to the floor. Really work on that side body lengthening. Maybe starting to look under the armpit up to the ceiling. Inhale, nice big stretch up with that arm. Love it. Going over to the other side. So right hand creeping out. Bend the elbow a little bit to start with. Left arm. So concentrate on left side. Keep pushing with this right hand now. Right, reach, reach, reach. Maybe that elbow comes down eventually. You don't have to. You can crash and burn if you like. You can come down onto that elbow. Get that stretch going. And then maybe looking under that armpit up to the ceiling. Nice big breath to come up. Hands. Either you can bring the feet out or we're going to come forwards and toward balls. Whichever way you want to do. So square up. So in cat-cow, I start with my hands tiny bit further forwards just to start getting a bit of space. And as I warm up, I'll get neater. You see what I mean? So I'll bring my hands back. I'm not talking like loads, just an inch or something, right? So we're going to push up towards the ceiling first. So tuck your bum under. Think about squeezing your butt. Mid-back pushes up. Keep pushing under with your pelvis and squeeze. Nice and strong through the arms. Let the shoulder blades come round the edges. Inhale. So I'm going to start moving into the arch now. So think about tops of the feet push, shins push. Right, bum sticking up. I'm going to squeeze my bum lightly. I'm going to start to draw those shoulder blades back and down. And then lift the gaze a little bit. That's it. Now I'm going to rock a bit. All right, so I'm keeping the shape. I'm just rocking forwards, bringing the chest through the arms a little bit. Good. All right, now back to where we kind of start position. We're going to round. So tuck under with the bottom again. Squeeze. Inhale, arch. Push through those shins. Have a little wiggle with the shoulder blades. Pull them back. Squeezing it back, pulling the chest through the arms a little bit. Exhale, we're going to round. Inhale, back to tabletop. You might so right, let's arch. All right, squeeze, squeeze mid back. Now, I'm just going to bring the hands back a tiny bit because I feel like I've warmed up a tiny bit. All right, and really push through the hands, lift the chest, maybe pulling that chest through the arms a little bit. Exhale, round. Keep the rounded spine now, big toes together, extended child. So sitting back towards the heels, creeping those arms forwards, forehead towards the floor. Now I want you to think about, lift the little fingers off the floor and let the armpits kind of, they're not facing out to the sides, but you're kind of rolling your armpits out, all right? I don't know why I said it like that. Right. And then roll the armpits so they face the floor a bit more. Out to the side, down to the floor. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Having a holiday.
I need an assistant. Right. Out to the sides, go like this. Down to the floor. That's it. Okay, so try and keep the arms straight as you do it. So you're rolling the whole arm because you're getting the shoulder girdle to move. Does that make sense? That's it. All right. Okay, so leave the armpits facing the floor as much as possible. Push back with the heels of the hands and fingertips. Inhale. Start to roll forwards. We're going to come into our spinal roll. So when I get to shoulders over the wrists, I'm going to start to pull the shoulder blades back into position. So you might need to do a little wiggle to start with. I'm going to drop the feet down, drop the pelvis down. Sometimes I'm not in the right position, so I have to have a little wiggle with the knees forwards. Right, so another first one. Let's do a little ping pong. All right, so I'm just going to do a little wiggle side to side. Squeeze your legs a little bit. Squeeze your bum a little bit. All right, I'm just getting warmed up. Okay, stick your bum in the air, round, big toes together, coming back. Feel the stretch down the arms. So from the armpit down towards the elbow, feel it the back of the arm and an armpit, shoulder. Inhale, roll forwards. Draw those shoulder blades back, drop the pelvis down, squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift away from the floor. That's it. Exhale, start to stick your bum up. Then round, big toes together, extended charge. Two more, go a bit faster. Inhale, roll. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lifting away from the floor. That's it. Exhale, push. Extended child. Last one, roll. Drop the hips down. Inhale, lift away. Super squeeze your bum. Push the hips forwards. Lift the chest. Just a little, you don't have to. Can you lift the knees off the floor? Knees back down. Stick your bum in the air. Round. Extended jump. Inhale. Up to all fours. Bring the hands back. Square up. Start with the left leg just because it's so we're going to send that left leg back. You've got the top of the foot on the floor. Super squeeze that leg. Squeeze the leg. Push your right shin into the floor. You're going to lift that left leg up. Nice. So keep it kind of straight out behind you to start with. Right. Now we're going to tuck in and round. Extend straight back behind you. Look forwards. Squeeze your butt to lift that leg. In. Forehead towards the knee. Round. Push that floor away. Inhale. Extend first. Then lift. In. Extend. Forwards. Bend. Lovely. Now bring it back to kind of level. Flex the foot. We're going to bring it out to the side. Level with that right knee. Right. Do a little hip shift first. So just push the hips to the right a tiny bit. Out to the left. To the right. To the left. Keep this left leg nice and strong. That's it. So it's almost like we're starting a little hip roll. And you see this leg starts to do a little whoop. That's it. Good. So hips to the right, and I'm pushing that leg. I'm rolling it down, up, down, up, down. Yeah? That's it. Right, okay. Nicely done. Just push away from the floor. We're going to come up. Send your toes the other way now. We're going to start to bend that left knee. All right, so we're going out to the side. So do that. Don't forget about what is happening here. So I'm going to tuck under and squeeze my right butt. All right. So I'm going to put my hand on my butt and then this hand on the inside of this knee. This is where the hands are going. All right. So we're going to come out to the side slightly, and I want you to not let this knee come in. We're pushing it out. All right. That's it. Ooh, actually, wow. All right. If you let go of your bum, you can kind of lean back and go further. I don't want you to do that. I want you to tuck under and out to the side. It's much tighter. Back in. Now we're going to shift in and out. Keep that pelvis tucked. It's quite hard to keep your concentration on it. It's like doing. Okay. All right, let's do one more. We'll try and stay. Right, straighten up again. Lovely. Fingers back down. Flex the foot and bring it forwards to the front of the mat. Just on the outside of that left hand. We're going to soften and sink that way. So sink forwards, then think right bottom, tuck forward, squeeze, and then can you feel it right in that left hip, right in the back? That's it. Hold it there. Hold it there. Now, fingertips if we can. Use your fingertips to help push away from the floor and lift the chest. Squeeze that right bottom. So think more about right bottom pushing forwards. Now we're going to pull back with the hips and come onto that heel. Lovely. And walk the fingers back a little bit. Lift the chest. That's it. Pull those toes back. First one might be right. Soften. Foot back down. Maybe walk your fingers forwards a little bit more. We're going to sink towards that left side. Squeeze your right bottom. Maybe fingertips again. Pull the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Nice. Draw those hips back. Onto that left heel. Lift the chest. So we're going to start with the fingers a little bit further back. Pull the shoulder blades down. Look forwards. Hold. Maybe walking fingers forwards a little bit. Shoulder blades, chest, stick your butt up, keep that left leg nice and strong. And you can use your fingers to help drag the chest forwards. Right, let's see if you can come forwards again. So you might round to get into position. I want you to think about pulling those shoulder blades down, lifting away from the floor. Pull with your fingertips. Nice, okay. A little round here, hands back in position for all fours. We're going to point the toes of that left foot, lift, all the way back round if we can, knees back, down, pause. Let's do the right leg. So, excuse me, right leg behind, top of the foot is on the floor. Strengthen that leg, so I'm squeezing the whole leg, and right bottom, left shin is helping. Right, lift that leg. So don't go too high with that leg to start with. Just get in position. Good. We're going to bring that knee in, nose to knee. Now we're going to extend out behind. Look forwards now. Squeeze the butt to lift that leg. Good. Knee in. Extend. Look forwards. Lift. Back in. That's one now. Behind. Squeeze. Lift. Lovely. Okay. Back down to level. Flex the foot. Bring that leg out to the side. Level with that left knee. So again, we can do a little hip shift. So first, I'm not going to be rolling the leg. I'm just getting the idea. All right. So I'm just shifting the hips side to side. Now I'm going to kind of add in that extra little roll. All right. So I'm going to push the hips to the left and roll the thigh under. Hips to the right. To the left and roll under. To the right. To the left and roll under. So let's do 2 more of those. Roll and roll. Right, back to in the middle. We're going to point the toes now, it's coming up. Right, left hand is going to help us keep that bottom engaged. So we're going to push forward with the hips and squeeze. We're going to start to bend into that right leg and use your right hand to help come out. So you might need to turn the foot out more. That's it. Coming in, out and in. Out and in. And just concentrate. Have you let go here? All right, because it's hard work keeping the chest up. Yeah. And now we do one more. All right, back where we were. Hands down. Straighten that right leg. We're going to bring it forwards to the outside of that right hand. So let's just have a little stretch there. Stick your bum in the underneath the chest. Now we're going to soften that leg, knee, and bring that foot down. Right? So out to that right side. So I'm leaning and going wonky top right corner. Right, now concentrate on that left bottom. Squeeze. Now let's pull the hips back and onto that right heel. Move your fingers back, lift the chest, pull those shoulder blades down. So I've got a really strong right leg. I'm feeling it right at the top of the hamstring here. And I'm digging my heel into the floor. Good. Let's soften and back, fingertips. Right, sink the hips, squeeze that left bottom. Fingertips are going to help push away from the floor as you lift the chest. Excellent. Coming back onto the heel. Walk the fingers back. Pull those shoulder blades down. Hold. One more. Soften. Off to that right corner. Sink with that left hip. Fingertips. Push away from the floor with the fingertips to let the hips come forward. Squeeze. Now we're going to pull back with the hips, toes in the air. Pull the fingers back. So I have a tendency to start wanging out to the left side this way. So I have to pull back into the middle and make sure I'm not doing it. Right? So I'm going straight back behind me. I'm going to lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down, really dig this heel into the floor. Hold. Now let's see if we can walk the fingers forwards a little bit. Lift away from the floor. Shoulder blades down. Squeeze. One more. Lift the chest a bit more. That's it. That's it. Make the leg do the work. And you're back. Okay. Let's see if we can pull forwards. Squeeze. Nice. And let's walk those hands back. So flat hands if we can. Let's point the toes so you can bend your leg a little bit to start moving. All right. So we're going to lift that leg, pull it back round, knees back where we were. Widen the knees now, big toes together, sitting back towards the heels. Walk those hands forwards. Extended child in wide legs. So I want you to think about squeezing the thighs and stick your butt in the air, but you're not lifting it up. You're kind of trying to arch your back a little bit. If that makes, you're not, but sticking your bum more in the air. The fingers aren't moving, but I'm digging them into the mat. I'm dragging the chest forwards a little bit. Now lift the gaze. If you can, look forwards. Good. Inhale, work your way back up, pull those hands back, knees in. Lovely. Right, we're going to slide, no, what we're doing, right, we're going to slide the left leg behind, pull it back, we're going to bring it in and draw it forward. So it's not pigeon, you sit on that left heel and slide that right leg behind. It's sort of closed hip pigeon. Right. Things out the side. Just going to ease our way in. So I'm pushing, I'm squeezing this left thigh. I'm using the fingers to lift the chest, pull the shoulders back and down. Right. Just do 2 more of those. So I'm just reaching forwards, lifting the chest. Right. Now we're going to tuck the back toes and lift that whole leg off the floor. Straight back leg. So push out through the heel So like we were before, does that hurt? Really much? A bit hard work. Yeah.
Every time.
That's it. Can you tuck your toes or is that hideous?
Easier.
Right, we're tucking toes, all right? You've got a nice straight back leg, right? Squeezing your butt. We're going to do a little roll like we're doing pigeon. Okay, so we're going to tuck the chin, bring the head down towards the floor, skim along the floor a little bit. Think about what the shoulders are doing. Pull them back, lift. Super squeeze that back leg. Dive down, skim, lift. Good. Super strong back leg. Dive down, lift. Really nice. Good. One more. Dive down and lift. Nice. Back knee on the floor, on top of the toe. Hands down. Let's drag that knee back. We're going to do the other leg. Right leg out behind, lift that leg. Exhale, knee in. Place it down between the hands. Slide the left leg back. So keep the back leg on the floor to start with. We're just going to get the fingers in place. Lift the chest. So I am squeezing my left bottom, all right? Got my legs on the floor. Little rock forward and lift. Forward and lift. Forward and lift. That's it. Also kind of roll the arms as well to help with those shoulder blades and use your fingertips to help drag you forwards. Okay, now we're going to just relax a little bit, tuck the back toes, lift this back leg off the floor. So you want to squeeze your butt and keep that leg straight, right? Best you can, okay? We're doing a little dive down, right? Chin in, down, scrape along the floor, and lift. Really nice, okay? Lift, good. Two more, and lift. Nice, last one. Down and lift. Concentrate on that back leg. Push the chest forward. You're using the fingertips. Squeeze that back leg. Release. Look forward. Knee down. On top. Hands back. Pull that knee back. Round the back. Extended jump. Come on to spider fingers. So your arms are off the floor, but roll the armpits towards each other. Inhale. Coming up. Big toes together, maybe widen the knees a little bit. So big shoulders. We're going to pull them down and arch. Exhale, push and round. All right, so it's a bit of a weird move. Okay, so arch here. Think more about shoulder blades, top of the back. Lift. Exhale, round. Arch and round. Keep the arms as they are. Just reach back with the hips and to extend the chart. Inhale up to all fours. Bring the knees comfortably in. We're going to slide that left leg forwards and have the top of the foot in front of that right knee. Yeah, good. Right, so hands on the floor here. I want you to just sit back. You might lean a little bit towards that left side and then come forwards. So lean and come forward. Squeeze that left side as you're doing it. Left leg. Is this hideous or too much? Right. Okay. Good. Couple more. And back up here. All right. So if you can, we're going to come up. Look. All right, so it's a case of tucking under. So I'm going to go, so I was going to sit down, then I'm going to tuck under and push forwards and super squeeze. All right, so it's opening this hip here and I'm squeezing, pushing the butt forwards. Go as though you're going to sit down, push forwards. Go as though you're going to sit down, push forwards. That's it. So it's working here. Right, one more, push forwards. Woo. Okay, just come back so you can bring your hands down. I'm going to release that leg. Let's try the other side. So, right foot comes forwards, just the knee. That's it. Okay, so kind of sort of all fours version, just leaning back kind of towards that right back corner. All right. Squeeze that leg. 3. Did you do the other leg?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. The other leg first time. Survive.
Okay. Give it a little go, then do a couple. Yeah.
There we are.
Right. Okay. All right. Then we're coming up. Right, might need to wiggle to get in position. So again, squeezing that right bottom there, or whichever. Right. So go. So you're going to sit down, tuck under and squeeze. So you're going to sit down, tuck under and squeeze. So you're going to sit down, tuck under and squeeze. So you're going to sit down, tuck under and squeeze. There is method in this madness. I am going somewhere with this, by the way. And squeeze. You're really opening up here, yeah, and activating your butt. Okay. Hands down. Release that leg. It's going to help us in pigeon, right? Okay, so we're going to tuck the toes and lift into our down dog. So your legs might feel a little bit tight to start with, so we'll just pedal the feet. Pushing the heel down towards the floor if you can. Back to the legs. Then I want you to do a little rock. So bend the knees, push back with the chest. So you're trying to straighten the arms and straighten the back. Now just rock forward so you're more like in a flank shape. Now we're going to keep bending the knees and push back. Rock forwards into plank shape. Yeah? Okay, push back, bend the knees. Do you know what I mean? No. Okay, right. Like this. So down dog with bent knees, all right? And then push forwards. This shape. Do that. Yes. So keep pushing so your shoulders are doing the work. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Now push forwards into plank. Good. Don't drop the hips. Okay, flat shape. Drop your butt a tiny bit, Nick. Yeah, now push back. Bend your legs more. Yes. Good. All right. Down dog. Start with the left leg. Left leg up into 3-leg dog. We're going to tap the floor with the top of the foot and then back up again. Keep the hips closed so your left hip isn't lifting. All right. Keep tapping the floor and lift. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. One more. Tap. Lift. Now keep it lifted. We're going to bend that left knee and aim that left foot towards your right shoulder. Now we're going to straighten the leg and tap. Lift, bend, twist, and tap. Lift, bend, twist, and tap. One more. Lift, bend, twist. Now bring that knee in and forwards for pigeon. Did that make any sense at all? The upside down thing. What's she talking about? Right, let's have a little wiggle. I like to point my toes on this front foot, and it helps to, if you do that, get it out of the way as well. Right? Nice. Don't worry about leaning forwards to start with. Right? So I'm going to lean forwards. Right? I'm going to push this left hip towards the floor. So I'm trying to get more of this left thigh close to the, it might not be down, don't worry about that. It's just pushing. Now roll the right hip forwards and squeeze. And I'm squeezing my right bottom and the right leg. All right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. If you start easing up a little bit, you'll be able to start lifting the chest as well, a little bit, all right? So we're just going to ease our way in. Little rocks. Left, right, left, right. And you know, like when we were tucking our bum under and squeezing, That's what I want you to do in this shape. So here, don't just kind of get here and just go like that, all right? I'm pushing forwards with that right hip and squeezing. Let go. Now square up. I'm going to tuck under with the pec. So I'm pushing my hips forward, squeezing that right bottom. One more to the left. Squeeze and lift. All right, now clamp yourself in that position. Right leg is working super hard. I'm going to adjust my fingers. Start further forwards and then you might be able to creep back a bit as you warm up, all right? So I'm going to lift the chest and pull those shoulder blades down, right? We're going to do a little dip down, so you don't have to touch the floor. I'm just going to do a little scoop. Squeeze the leg. Little scoop. Squeeze the leg. Little scoop. Squeeze. Little scoop. Squeeze. So I'm getting a little bit more adventurous each time, all right? And pull things back a little if you feel like you've got room, all right? Scoop. Open your lip. Does it go wide? Right? Scoop and lift. Sit. Now I feel like I can pull the shoulders back a bit more and I can move my fingers and I can turn. I was out here, now I'm going to face forwards a little bit and really pull them down. So I'm using the fingertips. So it's all a matter of just like, move a bit more, all right? Scoop. Why is it stinking? They're hot vegetable oil, isn't it? Yeah.
That's very restaurant.
Yeah. So don't be afraid of using your fingers to help drag your chest forward. Yeah. Use everything you've got to help. Okay. Looking nice. All right. Can we lift the hands off the floor or no? Back. All right then. Okay. So we're going to do the easy hand first, which is same hand left. So I'm going to bring my left hand in front. Try not to do this with this shoulder. Try and pull it back. All right. We're just going to lift this right arm up. Circle. See if we can catch the inside of that back leg. Super squeeze right bottom and push forwards. Think what this left shoulder blade's doing. Try and pull it down. All right. Let's come back with that arm. Let's try the other side. So I shifted to the left a bit, so fiddle with my arms. I've got to square up again, right? Squeeze that right leg. Circle with the left arm. See if we can catch the get your leg and then walk it in. Okay. Can you reach? Nearly. Yeah. You got it? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So even if you kind of get hold of your leggings a bit like this, all right. So I'm going to draw that left shoulder back and down my back. I'm going to use my front hand now to push up, shoulders down. That back leg is super strong. I'm using these fingers at the front to help me pull my chest forwards. Circle with that arm. Lovely. So to come out, I'm going to use my shoulder strength. So I'm going to push away. Can you see I'm rounding my ankle back? And I'm going to drag this dead leg back towards. Right. Okay, let's just sit on the. Do you want to stretch that right leg out behind or whichever? Let's do that. Good. That was looking good. Right. We've got another leg. Yeah. Let's come back into down dog. So let's do a little bent knee thing. So I'm going to kind of launch myself. So I'm bending my legs. I'm really pushing my chest back. Squeeze your back. So you've got to use your back muscles to help you in down dog. All right, as well as your shoulders. Think here. Squeeze back. Squeeze. Try and press your shoulders back. Bend your knees. That's it. And push your chest back. Other way. Push it back. No, move it all. That's it. So you're trying to open your armpits more. So you're lengthening, pushing your head down. Look behind you. That's it. And this is pushing back. That's it. Squeeze here. here. Good, you've been there forever. Right, let's lift that right leg. Straighten back up into down dog. Down dog's supposed to be a resting pose. That's not long. Okay, right leg in the air. Tapping the top of that foot on the floor. And lift. Keep the hip closed to start with. And lift. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. Tap. Last one. Lift. Hold it up. We're going to bend the leg. We're reaching foot towards that left shoulder. Now we're straightening and tap. Lift, bend, twist. Tap. Lift and twist. Tap. Lift, bend, twist. Tap. Lift, bend, twist. Come, bring that knee in. Pigeon this side. Right. Fingers further forward to start with. Nudge that knee out a bit. Lovely. That's it. So ideally you want it a bit wider than that right hip. Okay. And then your heel will eventually, if you point your toes as well, it gets it out of the way because otherwise you're sitting on your heel and it's not. Okay, so let's sit to the right a bit, roll to the left. Sit to the right, roll to the left. Sit to the right, roll to the left. You know the drill. Forwards. So my leg's sticking up and bridge in the middle. Okay, let's do 2 more rolls. Right. So now I'm clamping. I'm pushing the hips forwards, not just kind of square. I'm actively pushing further forwards and squeezing this bar. Let's do our little scoops. So shoulders back. I'm pulling back already. All right. Little scoop. Lift. Little scoop and lift. Keep squeezing that back leg. Scoop and lift. Right, start to get bigger scoops. And lift. Maybe bring the fingers back a bit. I've still got my fingers out to the sides because I find it easier to roll and keep those shoulder blades in position now. All right. Bigger scoop and lift. Bigger scoop and lift. I'm warming up now, so I'm going to move that back leg back a bit. I'm going to move my fingers, maybe bring the fingers facing forwards. Try not to do this, pull those shoulders back. All right, let's do a couple more. So think hip, squeeze your bum, scoop, lift, scoop, and lift. That's done. All right, so we're going to go same hand to leg. Can we? Right hand in the middle. All right. So again, I'm going to just have a little wiggle, get in position. So I'm trying to square up as much as I can across here and push this hip forwards, squeeze this leg. Left arm, circle, reach that leg. That's it. Pull the shoulder blade back, pull this shoulder blade back. All right, try and square up to the front. Really nice. We'll circle that left arm. Have a breather. All right, okay. Maybe a little in between. Left hand's going to stay down. So I'm going to move it more in the middle so I can balance a bit more. And then pull the shoulder blade down. Right. Right arm. I can't see it with 30. I'm going to catch that leg. Now, you see where my shoulders are? I'm going to work on the shoulder blades. So pull them down the back and use these fingers to help push the chest forwards. And I'm pushing into the top of that left foot, so right at the back. And squeezing my left bottom, pushing that hip forwards as I lift. Yes. Right, coming out. Right arm circles. Turn back on that. Bring it forwards. I'll sit hands either side of that front knee. I'm going to slightly shift forwards. Push the weight into the shoulders, so rounding the upper back. And then I can bring that knee back. There we go. There we go. All right. So again, you can just stretch your leg out behind. See, is it still attached? Sort of. Just have a little Whiff waft, hips side to side. Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to sit on the heels like that. Come a bit wider with the knees. Everybody all right with that? Yeah, okay. Fingers on the knees. So we're keeping that back moving. So it's going to help us. We're going to sit down and go for like pancaking, all right? And it's all pelvis moving and outer rotation of kick, all right? So get your fingertips to help you, all right? So I'm digging in, all right? And then around the back. So I'm tucking under and I'm leaning back. Now, dig your fingers in. Use your arms to help. Pull the shoulder blades back as you start pushing the hip bones forwards. So I'm tilting the pelvis forward so this distance closes here. And I'm going to push forwards with the chest, but I'm squeezing my back. I'm not just kind of ramming forwards. I'm squeezing my back muscles together. Round, tuck under, push the chest forwards. Squeeze. So obviously everybody's eyebrows. That's it. Round. Good. Round, chest forwards. All right. Keep this shape. Fingertips. We're going to start to walk forwards. I want you to keep that back shape. I want you to keep those shoulder blades down. Squeeze the legs. So try and lengthen the arms. So I'm pushing back with the arms, but lifting the chest. Nice. Good. Okay. Release. Rock up. Pull the knees in. And tuck the toes. Start to shift the weight back. I'm going to bring the heels down. So I'm going to widen my feet and then come into our squat. So to get your heels down, you might have to go a bit wider and turn your toes out more. But we're going to keep the hands down and rock side to side. So we can try this one as well. Good. Keep the heels down. All right, so we're going to do hands down, elbows on the inside. We're going to lift. And then we're going to come back into our squat. Good. Lift. And back. Good. Lift. And back. One more. Lift. And back. Okay. Can you bring the hands off the floor? You might feel like you're rounded like this. I want to wiggle those arms in if you can. Now, don't just have limp legs. You want to squeeze your butt, all right? Push with the elbows. So you might start down here and straighten your back, all right? Release, maybe move your elbow up a little bit. Try again. All right, so do it in stages. You don't have to kind of come straight in like an idiot. Elbows high up on the knee, all right? Think, oh my God, like if you're looking a bit like this, try and roll those shoulder blades back and lift, super squeeze, push your knees out, squeeze your butt, lift the chest, really nice. All right, we're going to sit down, hopefully gracefully, all right? So if you want to use your hands behind, use your hands behind. If you can, we're going to bring those arms out in front. If you're quite low with your bum, it's fairly easy and you don't weeble. If you're a little way off the floor, use your hands so you don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, so fingers behind. I want to try and keep that chest up. We're going to balance. All right, we're going to see if we can lift a leg and back, lift a leg and back. So we're trying to straighten up with the leg. That's it. It's weird, didn't it?
Like
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Think when I swim is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pull those shoulders back. Really lift the chest, lengthen the arms a little bit. All right. We're going to see if we can balance. Lean back a little bit. Legs up. Pull those toes back. Let's see if we can land. Next. Yes. Sit. I'm hoping your legs feel a little bit warmer than perhaps when we start. Right, so we're going to point. We're going to do mini rolls for the whole leg. So if you need to help, let's do one leg at a time. Let's help that thigh. All right, so I'm keeping a straight leg. All right, and I'm rolling right from the top. You roll into front splits from there. Right, right, let's swap legs. We're going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put on the child. I'm only joking, I'm not. Right. Yeah. Yeah, right, okay. So now we're going to flex the feet now. All right. And I want you to get that feeling of the hips doing that little rock. So I'm trying to push forward. Do you see what I mean? So we've got to use everything we've got to help us coming forwards. All right. So when you're coming forward, kind of your bum starts to lift and your pelvis tilts. That's kind of part of it, right? Rather than just kind of landing on the floor, right? So let's use the fingers out in front. Think chest up. We want to avoid looking like a mutant turtle, right? With a lift and push that chest forward. So you look much better up higher doing this than getting your head down and like ramming into the floor, okay, with your little turtle back. Okay, so which I have been known to do, so don't you? Right, so strong legs, push those legs into the floor. So it's kind of going up the leg, all right? Let's start rocking. So I'm rounding as a push back, chest up, down, round, chest up, down. Oh, I feel very tight today. Oh, Jesus. Round, forwards, forwards, forwards. So I'm trying to pull my chest through, keep my back up rather than doing this. Are we good? Do you want to bring elbows? No? Lovely. All right, so we can work on this bit as well. All right, next bit. Here. Well, do you want to do full pancake? Go on. Do you want to? Ask forward? Yeah. So we think chest, chest, chest. Keep reaching, use your fingertips. Yes. Keep flexing the feet, strong legs. Other way, pull your toes up. That's it. Good. Nice. Lovely. So when you can get in full box splits, you might be able to roll. You know, like we're doing the leg roll, and then you can roll the front splits each side. I'm about 15 years away from that. I'll be dead before that happens. Oh, okay. So have we had enough of pancake splits? All right, let's hold the backs of the legs, lean back. Let's just bring those feet to the floor, hands just on the knees. So we're just going to lift that chest on, rounding, leaning back. Now I'm going to use my hands on those knees, pull the shoulders down, lift, straighten up, squeeze your back, pull the elbows in tight, and round, and lift, and round, and lift. Good, two more, round, lift, and round, and lift. Nice. Really feel your back there, squeeze. Good, and right. Let's lie down. Getting a bit cold. Let's do a little squeeze and release. So right arm. Let's lift it off the floor. Make a fist with your arm, with your hand. Sorry. Super squeeze the arm and then relax and let it drop to the floor. Left arm. Lift off the floor. Make a fist. Squeeze the arm. Squeeze. And then relax. Let the arm drop down. Lovely. Both arms together. Lift. Fist. Squeeze. And let those arms drop by the side. You don't have to lift your legs off the floor. All right. Right leg. Squeeze and release. Left leg. Squeeze and release. Both legs together. Squeeze and release. That's it. And just let the feet do a little flip flop either side. Like the leg roll like we did before. And then just let the feet flop out to the sides. Bottom. Squeeze. Release. Lower abdomen. Squeeze and release. Have a little shuffle off the floor. Bring the shoulder blades together. Squeeze and release. A little shuffle back out with the shoulders. Chest. Squeeze and release. Face. Scrunch up. Squeeze and release. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just roll the head to the right. You can lift it off the floor and turn your head and place that head back down. Try and relax into that left shoulder, let that come back into position. And back towards the centre, roll or you can lift and face the chin again. Inhale. Exhale, head to the left side. And then just notice what that right shoulder's doing. Hold it there. And then back to the centre. Go through the body rotation. So try and just become aware of that part of the body and then pop from point to point. Start on the right side. Right hand thumb. Second finger. Third. Fourth finger. Little finger. Palm. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Right waist. Right hip. Right thigh. Knee. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the right foot. Top of the foot. Big toe. All of the toes. Become aware of the left hand thumb. Second finger. Third. Fourth. Little finger. Palm. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Left waist. Left hip. Left thigh. Knee. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the left foot. Top of the foot. Big toe. All of the toes. And then to the back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade. Right bottom. Left bottom. Spine. Now the whole back together. It's the crown of the head. Forehead. Temples. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Space between the eyebrows. Right eyelid. Left eyelid. Right eye. Left eye. Right ear. Left ear. Right cheek. Left cheek. Nose. Tip of the nose. Upper lip. Lower lip. Chin. Throat. Right chest. Left chest. Middle of the chest. Navel. Abdomen. Whole of the right leg. whole of the left leg. Both legs together. Whole of the right arm. Whole of the left arm. Both arms together. Whole of the back, bottom, spine, shoulder blades. The whole of the front, abdomen, chest. Whole of the back and the front together. Whole of the head. Whole body together. Become aware of the body lying on the floor. See your body lying perfectly still on the floor. Breath. Just notice the breath coming in and out of the lungs. You're not trying to change the rhythm. You're not doing it. Just maintain awareness of the breath. Concentrate awareness on the navel. Concentrate on the navel moving, rising, falling with every breath. Every breath expands and contracts. Concentrate on that movement and synchronization of the breath. Shift your attention to the chest. Chest rising and falling slightly with every breath. Now move the waves to the throat. You'll let the breath moving in and out of the throat. Now to the nostrils. You'll breath the breath moving in and out, right to the end of the nose. Concentrate on the movement of the breath in and out of the nostrils. Breathing. Lying relaxed on the floor. Develop awareness of the body right from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Feel the floor underneath you. Start to visualize the room. Moving back into the body, moving things in the toes. Feet together, arms up and over. Stretch. Time knees into the chest. Pull the knees in. I like to go a bit wider with the knees rather than straight up, so it follows the line of the pelvis. So toes a bit closer together, knees a little bit wider. Rock if you want to. Just stay in the middle if you want. And then roll the knees that right side. Just use that left hand to come up. Seated, if possible. Take one last breath. So we're going to inhale, exhale, draw the shoulders down out through the mouth. Up with your move.
Oh, thank you. Gosh, find a yoga class near there.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? When are you actually moving? So sort of doing it in stages because of my